Hello everybody, my name is Algam, and welcome to Daemonologie, a short folk horror game where we are a witch hunter in a small Scottish village, where we must discern the truth from the lies to find out who the despicable witch is. Note, the game is intended to be played in Old Scots English. There's a glossary of terms you can access from the help menu at any time during the game if you don't understand a particular word or phrase. You know what? Let's both suffer together, and let's do this in Old Scots English. Warning, this game depicts scenes of torture and religious zealotry, some flashing lights. I'm hoping it's not too graphic. Six residents in a remote Scottish village. A witch finder summoned to sort their truths from lies. On the fifth dawn, a witch must hang. Best you know who by then. Best you know who by then. A game by Daemonologie. 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 Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Instructions. The year is 1674. There are 6 residents in this remote Scottish village. You play the role of a witch finder and must interrogate them to sort truth from lies. If they are just repeating themselves, then you have permission to use further methods of persuasion. Certain actions will cost you time. On the 5th dawn, a witch must hang. Best you know who by then. Each night you will see prophetic dreams that may provide some insight hidden to your waking mind. Use the sundial and day counter to track how much time you have left. Down here. And there's a lot of words that I will not actually look at right now. So yeah, this is it. Just right here. I really like that intro though. It looks so pretty. Edge of the Woods, Old Kirk, Smith's Abode, Bothwell's Crossing, Shepherd's Abode. Let's go to the Shepherd. Oh, this is made in Unreal Engine, so... Talk or torture? I wonder which I'm going to use. Alright, Shepherd Violet. Witchfinder, you see the curse that has been laid upon me. That vile blacksmith sent his wolf familiar to slaughter my sheep. I demand retribution. Do you love God? What do you do here? What kind of question is that? Did you spew all them sheep as you walked in here? What do you do here? Do you love God? Honestly, the way of things these days, I'm inclined to ask it, the prick still loves me. I'll have your respect, or by day's death, I'll have thee swinging. All in jest, sire. I'll speak no more of it. What do you do here? Well, okay. I don't think that took some time, but don't think there's much else to gain here other than using other more physical methods of persuasion, but let's get everyone's... What's that? The Ring of Stones. I mean, that looks about as much of a witch as anything around here. Talk. Maiden Lilius. My, ye are the charming devil like. What ails you, sir? There's not my herbs and roots can cure. There's not my herbs and roots can cure. Taught by my own dear mother. Who else resides in this village? Just a handful, my lord. The smith Oswin can craft or repair almost anything you present to him. An old crone bides by the woods, though she has some gay strange ways about her. She Violet tended a flock with her husband, but I've nae seen them of late. I wonder if they are having a row again. Also, Father Usby keeps the cock. Seek not salvation for him. Seek not salvation for him. The kirk. What's the kirk? The church. Oh, that's why. CH is just... His mind turned to zealotry and worse. Of course, the sweet Firin oft by the water's edge. He may look monstrous, but he's kind. But he's a kindly soul. Have ye ever communed with Satan? Me, sire? Not I. I wouldn't even can know. Alright, what's Ken? There's gonna be a lot of juggling back and forth. Ken? No. So this would be, I wouldn't even know. Oh. I wouldn't even ken how. Who does kick at me at strange glances? I know he does not approve of my young love Gavin. There was text there that I just skipped because I thought it was going to be the same. Pray tell, who is this young love you speak of? My sweet Gavin, a stable hand fair, the next village o'er. We'd be caught in a couple of years now, where he saved enough to do right by me. You haven't seen him on your way into the village, have you? No, wench, I have not seen him. No, wench, I have not seen him. Oh. Man, this is just such a strange way of controls. I've never seen anything like it. Anything else? Alright, let's go to the edge of the woods. It's a witch! It's an old hag. Odd Krung Griselda. Right. What kind of gobshite are you to be trespassing in my woods? Aye, this village is full of witches and they'll cuss ye and all. A cuss boils on you filthy member and maggots in your eyes. Bite your tongue, woman, or I shall remove it from your head. Aye, and just what would you be wanting with me tongue, eh? You dirty wee pervert. Okay, well. Absolutely not get by old Griselda. Our souls in this village has shared the kip with Satan. Take your pick, eh? This is not the voice of Griselda. Anything more? Cuss, you filthy fuck. May your eyes burst with ants. On a curse on that priest and all. He prays, pointing his hands down like he's praying to Lucifer in the underneath. When did you spy him doing this blasphemous act? The morrow? No, when have you seen him perform this act? Seen who? When did you spy him doing this blasphemous act? Tomorrow. Don't make me torture you. Don't make me torture you. I will. You may be old, but... Let's go to the smith's abode. Hello, Mr. Oswin. Ho there, witchfinder. Good morrow, smithy. Aye, it was me that sent for you. The damned shepherd has cursed my jaw to fall loose. Though I strapped and welded it back on. Make sure to give that cursing witch the shot drop. You welded your jaw back on? What do you do here? Who else is in town? Who else is in town? You mean besides the blasted shepherd? Yes, who else? Also claims shepherd ripped jaw. Well, there's the old priest father who used by a young Kirk. Then there's a fishing fella hangs out by Bosphorus Bridge. He's alright, like. And there's also a wee bit out by the ferry circle. Can't forget about the doolally old crone buys by the woods and all. The woods and all. What do you do here? Wee bit of this and a wee bit of that. Mostly horse and plough repairs. There's a scarce demand for cudgels and bucklers around these parts. You welded your jaw back on. Aye, look what she has done to me. There's no doubt this is witchcraft. I should probably... Then the day ends. What is that? What happened there? But I get the feeling that that is a little bit of a trick. Let's go to Bothwell's Crossing. You know, when the blacksmith said that you were a fine lad, I was expecting the, you know, something younger, something less Torbeck-like, you know? I almost want to just put you out of your misery, but... Aye, me witchy. Naught but tall tales, you daft wee zealot. Find ye no witches here? Fisherman Firin. Just simple folk working the land. And what is your business here? Besides catching all these wee fishes, my business is me own. My business is me own. At one word, tread carefully, fisherman. As you like, sir. Spied ye a queer thing, a light? Truly life itself be gay strange when you ponder it. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that you are just an aloof person. The old cook. Alright, what is your business here, priest? Bid you welcome, witchfinder. God be here. To what reason does our wee village owe the pleasure of this visit? I'm summoned to tend to a wolf in your flock, father. A wolf in my flock, you say? Vexing news indeed. If you may make use of me in your hunt, then pray let it be known. When you will, I am ready. How many reside in this village? There are 6 of us as of late, though not long past we were 9. The blacksmith's wife sleeps in my garden. Fever took her to this winter. So he says there's 6 people. The shepherd's husband fled, leaving unpaid debts. The wretch. The ungodly whore by the ring of stands had a gentleman call, though none have seen him this week past. Alright, how long have you served here? So... I'm not gonna say what I wrote here, but... Alright, how long have you served here? 4 and 10 years this autumn, though it feels as 40. Have you spied anything amiss as of late? I hope that ye uproot the evil that plagues this land. I've seen the filthy whore Lilius by the ring of stones, dancing with black shadows of the night. Right. So, Shepherd's Abode. Would you like to confess to anything more? Why do you tarry here while that blacksmith is still breathing? I spied him yapping to his familiars, a slack-jawed raven and grey wolf. He sent the black wolf here to slaughter my sheep, for I refused to pay him for his feeble disaster or offence he erected. Okay, so now she says that the blacksmith did something and that he had beef because of the fence. Let's go to the Ring of Stones. My mother is gone, but I carry on her healing hearts instead. The priest. Gavin, yes. Of course, we haven't seen Gavin, so it seems there's some logic here. So the priest doesn't approve of the marriage or the relationship between Ring Lady and Gavin, which correlates with what he said. That connects. Because he said that the person left. Though he did not say, I don't think he said it was a farmhand, he just said it was a young fellow that was paying her. Torbeck, do you have anything more to say?
Are you still at that witch business, I can hardly confess to something I ain't. Come now, I'll fix us some nice trout or tuna flesh for supper.
What is the nature of your affliction?
Well, Faye, what I hear of my father was the same way. He'd taught in here,
What do you have to say, Mr. Priest? Witchfinder, for one hunting devils, you're spending far too much time searching in the house of our Lord. I believe vermin rush the shadows, not bask in holy light. Tarry here no longer. Well, there were others who would say differently, Mr. Priest, Mr. Father.
Which of these wretches dare speak ill of me?
The very same you would point the finger at.
Do not test me, Witchfinder. I am a man of the cloth. That whore by the ring or stands is the witch, for she has slain 3 babes no less.
I exclude none from my search. So there is strong beef between the two. The Morrow. Seen who? The Morrow. Oh no, I might have to start torturing people. I don't want to do this, okay? Trust me, I don't, but I'm not exactly getting any closer to finding out who the witch is. Right, Smith, anything new? Blames me for the wolves that got her sheep, but the fence is fine. No doubt she left the gate open, and then she cursed me for my jaw fell off. Violet claims you sent a wolf to her door. That lying witch! There's no truth in a claim like that. Have you done work for the shepherd before? Only with her man. I never had much dealings with her till he up and left. 'Twas peas and paw that lot. He still owes me a bobby and a gnaw. A bobby and a gnaw. Who do I try to? He's saying he never had problems with the old fence. Never had problems before. And it's only afterwards. But the thing is, that could have been the work of someone else going off and... I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry for what I am about to do here. Pray, Lord, forgive me for what I am about to do to this for this man of the church. Forgive me for my sins. Tongue prongs, a simple and certain way to loosen the tongue of the accused. Iron clamps are tightly attached to the victim's tongue and pulled firmly from the head. Left click and hold to start pulling the clamps, release to relax a little. Don't pull too fast or the tongue will slip from the clamps and you'll have to start the process again. Oh, you're really gonna make me do this? Oh my god. I have... yep. I have played games like this before. Have mercy, or Azrael strike you down. Why do you molest me so while that whore still walks free? I seen her take newborn babes out to that pagan spiral. I pray she takes the short drop. Your mind seems fixed upon this maiden. What is she to you? Not maiden, not but not maiden, not but a blaspheming pagan harlot. Alright, so... Okay, so there is beef. I don't think it's these two. Because there at least seems to be some degree of reason here, and there seems to be some reason here. But the thing is, these are too obvious, right? So you know what, I'm going to the edge of the woods, and yeah, you know what? You know what? Devil's Mark. To seal their filthy pact with the devil, he licks their body, leaving a blackened mark upon the witch's skin. This mark may hide just below the surface, but it can be unveiled with the pricking of the skin. Left click to pierce them until you find the hidden mark. I'm just going to be poking around here, so... Probably the arm, right? Ooh! Nope. Nope, not there either. Maybe the... I don't know what part of me thought that would be. It's probably the back. There. No. Nah. Nah, not there either. I found it. I am the witch. And I curse ye again. The shepherd and fishermen are filthy witches and all. They feast upon festering carcasses like buzzards of hell. Absolutely not get by old Griselda. They will feast upon your festering carcass and all if you didn't take their filthy necks. Alright, new vision. What? It's like a spider web. No, the baby fell. Feed me some. It's very PTS. You just drown yourself in alcohol. I don't remember the full monologue there. Hey, miss, sorry, but you know, these funny visions in my head are telling me something strange here. Dulkin the witch? A witch is a filthy, unclean creature. Let the waters wash away their sins and slacken their jaw. Left click and hold to waterboard the witch in the river and watch as the water fills their lungs. Release the click to bring them back up. Time it so they surface during the highlighted area. Perform this action 3 times to break them. Where's the money? Where's the money, Lebowski? Man, I'm just... Oh my god, I'm just... I'm just... Please, sir, there is no witchcraft in these healing herbs. Inform me then what is of them. Not untoward, just a wee bit of lavender, some rosemary and lady's bedstraw. That priest sent you here, did he not? He did. I would rare speak ill of another fair this village. But I feel he has a shadow looming over us all, his slimy tendrils to grasp us tight. A real beast in sheepskin. And Usby claims you have taken newborn babes out to the spiral. Would that it were true? Would that it were true? Tears now streaming down her face. Gavin and I almost had a wee one of our own. Wee one of our own. But Father Usby says it was an abomination like unto us nigh been handfasten. You'll not tell Gavin if you see him, will you? It's time for me to get answers. Alright, Mr. Smith. You're up next. It's time for your Pillywinkless. A rather simple device that can be placed onto any of the accused fingers, although thumbs can be very effective. To loosen their tongue, you must tighten the screw. Left click to wind up and left click again with maximum strength to twist tight. Repeat this until you hear the bones crack. Oh no. At least this isn't a Hinamizawa special. Nope. I didn't want to do this, blacksmith, but the game's not leaving me any choice. I don't feel like I'm getting any close to the truth.
Turn your torches away from me and hang that shepherd witch. May she curse your jaw to fall off and don't come greeting to me to weld it back on. You must have seen that wee lamb's head she severed at my doorstep. Oh. And cruel symbols and the poor wee thing's blood smeared all over my door.
I saw blood upon this doorstep, but no head.
Believe me, I say true.
Come to think of it, I've seen them same symbols out by the old woods. I mean, it just kind of sounds like it's, like very clear cuts in who it is. Alright, Mrs. Shepherd, it's time for you to confess.
Why is it you torture me when I tell you it is the blacksmith you want? He's a fuck-tongue liar and the witch that plagues our land. A foul buzzard who has given his jaw to Lucifer in exchange for the death of my sheep to try and drive me from this place.
I'm sorry, Torbeck. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this.
Can he see this pursuit is a folly? Find you no witches here, or anywhere for that matter. I beg you, sire, trouble us no more.
Well, that went about as I expected. The black sheep. Ah, this must be the flashing lights that they have spoken of. You know what? What if we go in for round 2? Yeah, let's go in for round 2.
I can take a little more of this torture. I made lies about the blacksmith. I've seen him talking to Naira, even though a wolf. I forgot to close the gate, and the death of the sheep or not but my own stupidity and carelessness. But perhaps that old fisherman is the witch you seek. Appears as more beast than man. I would not be surprised if he was the one who ate my sheep.
So he said, or the witch in the woods. Alright, let's do this. Let's start this anew, alright? So, she says that it's fish, the fisherman, and the shepherd. The shepherd finally admits it's not the blacksmith. She was just upset about that. But she also says it was the fisherman. The father thoroughly believes it is the circle person. The blacksmith believes it's the shepherd. And the fisherman is pretty adamant about there being no witches. Let's see if we can squeeze a little bit more juice out of you.
You've broken and beaten me, can I not convince you? Do you take some wretched pleasure for your suffering? I am no rich.
God granted I will have your confession.
You will have the truth you wish to hear, but not for me. But not for me. For me.
You know what, Bishop, or Father, I must ask you once more. No lies from you, Father. Tell me the truth. He controls my fate as he sees fit. This must be a test. Oh, why must he try me so with such cruel tortures? But it is not mine to question. I can only pray the suffering will cease and I may join him at his side. I've lived piously and just. He will see that surely, not like the rest of the filth in this village. Take Shepherd Violet, for example. That husband of hers was a dunce, but there must be something far corrupt with her to drive him away. But she's in coven with that maiden. Alright, okay, we are seeing more people talk about the shepherd. When my love returns, you will regret the hands you laid upon me. I tell you, the evil that besets this village is the grasp of the priest. I've seen him dancing a jig with imps in that kirk of his, making merriment and cavorting with all manner of beasties. When have you seen this? Oh, all the time, sir. I'm sure he is the witch you seek, or perchance that mad old crone in the woods, men who walk on there never to return. She says she turns them into the trees. My love entered the woods and has never returned. I can she has turned them into a tree. What are you doing, Father? Slugs. Snails. No, something horrible. Who is the witch? Oh, well, okay, so we're ready at the ultimate conclusion. So she is convinced, but she also said maybe the old crone. To be fair, she did say she is the witch. She did say that, but she also said that it was the shepherd and the fisherman were both also witches. There's been a lot of people pointing the finger at the shepherd, so I think it might be her. Shepherd Violet? I think it is you. I believe you are the one that has cursed us. Cursed this poor, innocent Scottish land. And my job here is done. I did a good thing today. Well, was I right? Or was I wrong? What? What? Okay, hold on a moment. Bleed out every orifice, you cursed wretch. The blacksmith is a filthy witch and he's gonna smelt your ankles and hammer them into your ears. For he dances with the devil's flames. What do you mean the devil's flames? I mean flames of hell, of course. A bricked flush of the purest white. Too bricked for the flames of this earth. Oh, let's spend a lot more intimate time together, you and I, Miss Witch. Hold your cursed puss-filled tongue.
I seen the filthy whore by the ring of stones, birthing babes and dashing the wee brains out upon the rocks. She'll dash your filthy fucking brains, and all since her filthy lover is never coming back. The priest saw to that.
Who else is in your coven?
We are the riches, and I dare you to put the noose around us all, and we can all hang together.
I feel like oh, it's different. Oh my god, my hands, my nerves are being exposed. God, I really love the animations in this though. So, you know what? Dorbeck.
May Neptune struck you dead. Fine, you near witches here. Only your own wretched soul that has made a pact with the devils and demons. A blackened beggar, a leech upon the land, trading torment for gold.
I have a confession to the contrary from Griselda.
And how did you come upon this confession? In the same vile way you have just treated me? You think it's truth you're getting? As you sleep these days, zealot, having strange nightmares?
You know what? Maybe.
Truly you have broken us. I'll give not another word to you. Alright, I admit the fence I sold her wasn't my best work, but that doesn't change her being a witch.
Nor does it prove it.
Hang the damn shepherd, lest you doom us all.
Griselda claims ye have been stoking devil's flames.
What on earth does she mean by that?
Bright white flashes from hell, brighter than any flame.
Away with such tripe.
You deny her claims?
Aye, that's nae witchcraft. It's just a wee project of mine, a scientific study of sorts.
Heretical alchemy?
Nah, nothing like that. I've this German fella sold me this gay powerful red powder. Burns bright like you wouldn't believe it. I admit, I was tempted and did covet relations with that whore temptress. A black goat did appear to me, and I begged it to let me bed that supple maiden. She should be mine. At least her love will no return. I've seen to that. I have planted a skull at the roots, so an old ash tree. Let me enjoy this last tipper of me wine before my end.
So he didn't do anything. He is thoroughly convinced that there are no witches here. She is on the opposite spectrum. She believes everyone's witches, and that the blacksmith would be the one to do it. However, he hasn't... I would believe him about the German fellow. It's probably gunpowder, right? He admits that it was just jealousy, so I imagine that the only person here, it's still the shepherd. So, what if I choose Fisherman Firin? It doesn't tell me if I am right or if I am wrong. Instead, I am... But what if that's the message, though? What if that is the message? That I am the bad person who's here torturing poor innocent folk in order to get a confession? These people haven't done anything wrong. They're just normal innocent people. There is no witch, it's just me. But I want to be absolutely sure of that, at least. I confess to being the witch. Please torture me no more. I slaughtered my own sheep and sacrificed to the devil himself. It was a curse to drop that flapping jaw from the blacksmith and end this insufferable yapping. Hang me now, so I may be rid of this awful place. Foul witch, you'll hang soon enough. You know what, just before I continue this, I am willing to bet that's exactly as Torbeck has... That's exactly as the hairy beast has said. There are no witches here. Absolutely none. It's all just coincidence, and it's exactly as it is, that even despite the confession of them practicing, quote-unquote witchcraft, it's really just them, just doing weird rituals to make something happen, in the hopes of something happening. Yeah, my confessor. I admit I am the witch and did try to end that vile priest at the behest of my master. Finally slipped a wee bit cursed belladonna in his wine. Retribution for the way his tender hands groped me as a bairn and the looks he still gives me now. Foul witch, who else is in your coven? Old Griselda helped me. She may be bound for Bedlam, but she kens where to find belladonna in the woods. She be the grand high witch turns men to trees and all. There's only one person left. Mr. Blacksmith, it's time you tell me what really happened here. I confess, please name my torture. When the shepherd wouldn't pay for my work, I stocked up for Lucifer himself and my fathers, and set the wolves of hell upon her sheep. So then you freely admit to witchcraft. Damn you, just hang me now and end me suffering. And hang that shepherd and all, for she is the most cursed witch I had ever known. Bro, there is actually no reason. There is absolutely no reason. So that was Daemonologie, and I actually really enjoyed this game and the way it told its story. I don't think it really needs to be said, but the art style is fantastic. The sprites and the different areas, it's very it reminds me of Darkwood, and just, well, this one's like more grayscale, but just like that very realistic, well, maybe not necessarily realistic, but just that gritty, dirty texture to it, as if it was drawn on with a pencil, or I don't know how to properly describe it, but you get it, right? It doesn't feel smooth. It feels like when your skin gets very dry and it's very scratchy, flakes everywhere, and very grimy and mucky, and oh my god, I love it so much. It's fantastic. And it just plays really well with the story of this game, because from my memory anyway, and the small selection of stories and games that I have read and seen and played about the witch hunts and trials, there's always certainty by the end of it about what has happened. It doesn't actually tell us for certain whether there actually is a witch or not. All we know is that after we make our decision, someone gets hanged, we are given our payment, and then we leave. That's it. We don't know the state of the town afterwards. We don't know if there actually was magic. It just leaves that unsettled. Now, of course, we could reasonably logic that there actually isn't any magic, since when we look at the testimonies of each of the various people, the so-called witchcraft is ultimately stuff grounded in reality. It's just they killed an animal, or they killed a person, or they were making sigils out of blood, or dancing really weirdly, or they were just absolutely crazy and thoroughly believed that they are a witch just because they deal with random plants that happen to have, do stuff to people. There isn't really anything that is necessarily magic. I mean, sure, there are the nightmares that we are having, but even that is sort of answered by Firin, who questions us and makes us think, what if we are having these nightmares because of the torture that we are performing on these people, of the stories, It's like hearing a horror story before going to bed and then having nightmares about that. And that's why I feel that this is such a well-crafted narrative, especially because we are not playing a good person. We are not just some innocent random bystander that happened upon this unsettled village. We are a witch hunter that thoroughly believes that witches and magic exist and are willing to torture these people in order to get answers. And I didn't show all of it, but when you do it more than just like 2 or 3 times, you see them break down to the point that they are confessing, yes, I am the witch. I'm sorry, please. They are begging you to stop with the torture, that they confess to anything. Which just falls in line with what you often hear about not only witch hunts, but just in general, how things were back then. Even if the person knew that they were not guilty, that they did nothing wrong, they would confess to anything just to make the pain stop. And that, just in combination with everything, the art style, the soundtrack, the way the characters talk, and, how they talk of their fellows, it's just so good. I love it so much. Now, with that being said, I can understand why this game may not be for everyone. For one, it's very short, to the point that you can't actually save in this game. If you quit, you have to restart from the beginning. 2, I think you are actually forced to torture these people. Once you exhaust all of the regular dialogue, the only way to progress time is through, to put it lightly, physical means. And so, to force the player to do that sort of takes away agency from them. And I think some people are going to find that a little bit distasteful. And perhaps what I would consider the biggest thing is the ending doesn't neatly tie everything together. What we see in the end is the witch hunter takes the money, and then they leave, and then that's it. We don't actually see if what we've done actually meant anything. We don't see what happened to the village afterwards. We don't see if there was actually any real consequences to what we've done. Because for all we know, they could still be accusing each other of being witches even after that. And I think leaving it up in the air like that is just a very interesting decision. But now that I'm thinking about it more, it could also just be an artistic choice where we are meant to fully immerse ourselves into the character of the witch hunter. And so once they leave, that's it. The witch hunter is left and they don't actually know the results of what happens to the village afterwards. And thus, we don't know. I don't know which one it is, but I will say, it is just very, very interesting. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and wherever you are, I wish you a good day, evening, or night, and stay safe, everyone.